Hello, my name's Becky from Northern Star Tarot, and if you'd like to just take a moment, take some deep breaths in, close your eyes, take some meditative breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, and then just open your eyes, scan across these and see which one pulls you in, which one you're drawn to. I've just used my elemental stones to label them. So you can pick which deck that you are more drawn to, and in the description will be a link to the reading relating to those cards, or you can focus on these crystals in front as well. But this will be deck 1, deck 2, deck 3 and deck 4. Please enjoy your reading. Thank you. Hi, for the Taurus that picked Earth, welcome to your reading. I've already shuffled and these are the cards that fell out. We've got Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. And Snake, shed old skin. I've seen this cropping up quite a bit actually lately. And as I've talked about a lot in my readings, both personal ones I've done and general ones that I've done on YouTube, we are going through a massive energy shift at the moment, and I think a lot of people are going through major changes and transformations at the moment, and I think a lot of people are also having spiritual awakenings, particularly I'd say November, December period. A lot of the people I spoke to seem to be going through the same sort of process of just becoming more enlightened. I hate using that term, it's like, but just feeling more connected. And this, I love that this has come out for you guys that have picked Earth as well. I feel like there's a real kind of bond and connection coming through here with nature. There's such a I mean, it's a proper card of abundance and motherhood, isn't it? And it's not necessarily to say that you are a mother or will be a mother, but there's definitely this energy coming through, this strong, vibrant energy of being able to grow and manifest things. But I feel like some of you have been, there's been like an epiphany, there's been something that has just sort of transformed your way of thinking and feeling about yourself and about the world around you. And you're starting to wake up to the parts of the aspects of yourself that don't serve you. Sorry. And this is now just that this year is going to be a great year for transforming, for transformation and reaching higher levels of yourself, unlocking higher levels of yourself. There's such a lovely feeling of sort of oneness with yourself here. Right, let's see what clarifiers we get out. Where's Mother Earth there for Taurus for 2020? Okay, so this is what we've got coming in, and it is usually going through the tough times that pushes us to grow and pushes us to into a space of happiness. Look at that. Wow. And there's been such heavy energy around lately. I've been talking about this a lot lately, but I feel like since the turn of the new year, the energy has just been really dense and everyone has been kind of hitting really low points and negative energies and feeling a bit down. And this, I always say this is the I can't card. This is the Ace of Swords. But it's all self-imposed restrictions, and I feel like you've freed yourself from that now with the Death card coming up. Oh, sorry, I keep knocking the camera there. So, I think you felt like your hands have been tied for a long time, that you've not been able to progress or change things in your world. But that's died now, that belief. And death is, I mean, it's about death, but it's also about the rebirth and process. And I feel like this is where you're heading now. I feel like whatever was going on here that wasn't serving you, that was making you feel tied up and bound and restricted, you've been set free from that now. Whether that is something that you did yourself or through circumstances, whether it was the hands of someone else. But it's led you on this path of rediscovering yourself. Let's see, who can I get for this one? Great teacher. Where's great teacher there? There we go, 3 of swords. There's our heartache. Did some of you go through a breakup? Maybe towards the end of last year? It could be old hurts from further back. And there's a King of Wands here as well. I feel like this is the teacher though. I think that was possibly someone that you were linked to. A loved one that hurt you, but from that pain, you've learned some valuable lessons and you've grown so much. Oh, where have you gone? Nine of Cups. I mean, this might not even be a relationship that is over. It could just be that you went through a really rough time. It's not feeling like a relationship ending here. But I feel like there was an imbalance in the relationship. There was, one was given more than the other. And that's why you or the other person, the energy that I'm picking up on, felt bound, felt restricted. But you've got the Nine of Cups here, so I'm feeling very much like some of you are still, you've survived this, and it's just shedding that old pattern of behaviour that you had, or those arguments that you had. It's feeling like there was a cycle that kept happening. The same thing kept happening no matter how much you discussed it and protested it or argued against it. It was just the same problem all the time. But that's been dealt with, whether you walked away from that or whether you were able to finally discuss that together and move past that. Use the fountain deck for snake. Why is snake there? For Taurus who picked earth. Where's snake there? Ah, why? Why? I'm going to keep them 3 that have landed there. Let's see what this one is. Strength, 2 of coins, and the devil. These are the temptations. This is them binds that I was on about. This is feeling bound. And I feel like this is the thing that's been shed. And it took a lot of strength and a lot of balancing either balancing between the two of you or balance within yourself. But I feel like this is more of a, sorry, I'm speaking like this is the present. I do that with all the cards. I hate like this is past, present and future energy. And this is a spread for 2020, but energy is fluid anyway. But this is the energy you're coming into this year with. And these are other aspects that are going to affect that, or going to be either in effect or as a result of this stage. So the devil represents our temptations, and I feel like this is the old skin that needs shedding. Maybe there's destructive patterns or habits that have held you back or are holding you back. But I'm feeling in this present moment, there's so much self-development going on. So this is quite a positive way. It's a positive place to be in. And whether you're with that person still and you've found a way out of it, I'd say just be wary that you have actually, you know, that you're on equal footing, that you're on equal balance, and don't feel trapped again. Because it's okay, it's good to be independent in a relationship. And I feel like that was something that was lacking from one of you. Maybe it was a bit of a codependent relationship. I'm hoping that's something that has been resolved here. And looking at the main cards of your reading, you've learnt from them experiences. So it's now just about, I suppose, reflecting. Just reflecting on the lessons you've learnt from that. And looking at moving forward without that, without those chains around you. Okay, I hope that's helped, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye for now. Hello Taurus, who have picked the Air Stone deck with the Psychic Tarot. I've already pre-shuffled. And we have intuition coming up as a past energy, wisdom as a present, and power as future. So, intuition, this is the High Priestess in normal tarot deck. This is finding all those answers inside yourself that you've been seeking for. I'm loving this as 3 cards. I mean, they're 3 major arcana. This is massive, massive change, massive internal reflection. And I feel like you've grown internally from that experience, whatever it is that kind of set you looking inwards. And just thinking about things. It kind of feels a bit like the Hanged Man. It's got a sense of pause to it. But I've talked about this a lot, but there's been a lot of heavy energy around lately, and I feel like across the board, everyone has been experiencing these sort of energies, like really, really big energies, really big moments in their lives that are completely altering. I'm yet to come across any sort of readings where the energy is just like flat. But wow, I mean, there's such like strength and power, wisdom and power coming out here. This is quite a place you're going. This is the Hierophant in the usual tarot deck, which does have its roots in religion, education, stuff like that, the establishments. So it could be that you're undertaking further training, sorry. But I'm feeling like it's more spiritual growth. It's more of a spiritual journey. I love the way we've got this book, the light emanating here from the book, not the sun. The same behind this door. It's like you've unlocked this door. You've unlocked this door to your inner self. And it's just illuminated everything. It's like giving you all the answers that you need. And you've grown so much. You're so much more stronger. Or you will be. There's strength to be gained. Let's see. I'm going to get some clarifiers and not linger too much with them. Have a quick shuffle. We'll use the Gilded Tarot for intuition. What is intuition there? The Taurus who picked there. What have we got there? 3 of Pentacles. See, this is the graduation card, I always say. This is, I mean, it can also be coming together, my heart, body and soul. Sorry about the noise outside. It is a weekend evening, it's a full moon, and I'm off a busy road. Death. I have just had death up in the exact same spot in the previous reading, and please do feel free to watch the entire video if you like, because it is all for Taurus. I've just split it into 4. Sorry, some drama going on outside. I didn't realise that was that close. So it looks like there's been a major sort of change, a major sort of transformation that has brought you into here, that has brought you into this self-reflective mode. And I'm feeling like it's more earthly related. So like our jobs, our careers, it's feeling a bit more like that, a bit more like our finances or our homes. It's like there's been major change there. And maybe this is just wanting to go on a new path now, wanting to come away from whatever it is that you were doing before. And maybe you've just lost passion for that. I feel like it's just not something that you want to do anymore. Let's see. Use Shadowscape for wisdom. Nine of Cups. Oh my word, I've just had that out as a clarifier as well for the previous one. The Nine of Pentacles. It was that exact one as well. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. So we've got the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like following your heart's calling. This is following, sorry, that calling within inside yourself, within your heart and soul. But it's also understanding that it takes a while to get there. And it's going to take a little while to go through this process, this change and this transformation, and to plant this seed. I think it's also just understanding the level of dedication. But I feel like you've got that dedication anyway. That's why you've done a lot of soul searching. That's why you are putting all your effort and energy into this. Your heart and soul is on board. Where's the head? We haven't got any head on board at the moment, which is fine. I think you've been up in your head long enough. And now it's time to to start following and listening to your soul and your heart and what they're calling to you. Let's see. I'm going to use wildwood. Nice power there. Wow. Why must it do this? I just wish they'd stay on the deck. Stay on the desk, please. Don't flip off. Wow. Just the energy kind of popping through the cards for this is just unbelievable. Do you know what? No, if they're going to come out, they're going to come out. Third time lucky, eh? And take you. The World Tree, wow. This is very much a start and finish. I feel like by the end of the year, you're going to be very, very sort of graduated. You definitely are like you have a vision in sight, and that's where you're aiming, and it's looking like a very, very positive outcome of just stability and wholeness and wellness. Come on, any more? You've just been throwing them at me, and now you're not giving me any. You. Ten of Stones, home. It is feeling very career-like. Or like I said, it could be relating to the home as well. I mean, the Ten of Stones, this is like the ultimate fulfillment. This is having the house, the family, the car. This is just being settled and happy with your settlement. Is someone saving for a house? I feel like some of you, maybe that's your plan for this year. But overall, what I can see is whatever path you're on right now, if you put in that effort and just keep ploughing away at it, you're going to reap the rewards. This seed is going to grow into this lovely big tree. Okay, thank you very much for visiting my channel, and hopefully I will see you again. Bye for now. Hello to the Taurus that picked fire, or the Firestone. Alright, I've already pre-shuffled, and these are the cards that come out for you. We've got Heliouch coming up as a past energy. Flying as a present, and Sacred Pool coming out as a future energy, sorry. So I'll start by saying Aries fire, Aries got these two out of this deck too. So maybe you're a cusper, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries as well. Maybe there's just that link with it being the fire. Maybe you've got a lot of Aries in your chart. So maybe have a check out of that video as well. But Heliouch is, it's getting over those old wounds. It's self-healing, it's taking care of yourself, or maybe even taking care of others, or I feel like somebody has been taking care of someone else. Maybe like a relative or someone that is that needs care. Sorry, that'll just be specific messages for one or two people. I don't know why that's come up, that feeling. Right, so going into the centre of the reading, flying, this is kind of looking outside the box of your current situation. It's like rising above it. I think when we kind of distance ourselves emotionally from whatever problem or situation we're facing, we get to see the bigger picture. We kind of pull ourselves up out of that place, and then you can see the obstacles, the challenges, and the solutions a lot easier. And I think you just get to kind of sail across, if only, get to kind of fly across all the problems. But I think you'll find the solution to whatever situation you're in easier to approach by taking a new perspective, taking on a different perspective. And Sacred Pool is it's kind of reflecting on your journey so far. Given that this is for 2020, I think this is going to be a year of evaluation for you, or there's going to be a period of evaluation for you. And it's either related to this hurt that you felt in the past, or I'm getting this very specific message for somebody who has been long time caring for somebody. And whether that's just kind of consumed you a bit, I think this is going to be a year, or somewhere through this year, you're going to find some relief from that. But Sacred Pool looks, asks us to look back at how far we've come to get to this point. And I think regardless of where you are on your journey, it's good to do that every now and again, to just give yourself a pat on the back for everything that you've come through, everything that you've gone through that has led you to this place. Because even in the worst of times, there's always a ray of hope. There's always a star in the sky guiding us. So just be kind to yourself. I feel like that is a message coming through there. Just to be kind to yourself, not put yourself under so much pressure. I feel like you're doing the best that you can. And there's not anything overly negative or burdening here. It's just feeling a bit like there's a lot of responsibilities going on, and you just haven't caught a break. You haven't had a chance to just take a breath. So let's see what we get out. I'm going to use these, what are they again? The Animal Wisdom Tarot. I very, very rarely use them. In fact, I'm going to give them a quick shuffle because I've not used them in a little while. Okay. Wise Healy Ouch there for Taurus, who chose the fire. Realised I haven't changed my crystal there for the last two videos. Oh well. Go on, I'll put your one out because it's got a pretty feather on it too. Healy Ouch, 5 of feathers. Five of feathers it's the 5 of swords. I feel like there's been some conflict and falling out. That's why you need your chin dusting off there. Family. And do you know, I was thinking family as well. Was there a bit of family fallout? It's definitely like someone close. It could be family as in like your partner and their family, but this is feeling more like at home or your family. People connected to you through birth, not marriage. this is feeling like the people through marriage. And maybe there was upset between the two families. I've got a feeling like both are coming through quite strongly there. I mean, the Six of Fossils as an energy is having enough to give others. I'm wondering if this has been over the care of an elderly, like, grandparent. There's this very specific kind of message that's coming through for someone who's been in that place, I think. And I think there's been some maybe a family rift over sharing out the money or sharing out the inheritance. Like I said, that's very, very specific. I'm going to save these for last. I'll explain them in a bit. Let's see. See, I'd say the Nine of Cups are there. If there has been an upset between family members, now's a good time to kind of mend that bond, to speak with them. But I'd say definitely with a peace offering. Let bygones be bygones. That's just kind of popped into my head. Oh. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to take some water. Kind of felt a bit sick. Kind of want to get a clarifier for that Nine of Shells. I'll get one out of this deck anyway. Where's the Nine of Shells there? Why is the Nine of Cups there? The Nine of Cups are there is because of the Eight of Cups. This was just not feeling satisfied that drove you to go and, or that was the driving force behind. I'm still feeling like a family conflict there. It's kind of getting hard to steer away from that for other people that doesn't resonate with. But this is feeling very much like that rift, like you just stepped out of it to avoid any conflict. Where's flying there? The Hierophant. Why am I not surprised to see you here? He pops up, it doesn't matter what deck I use. He comes out in everything. Getting a strong religious feeling here. Oh, I'm getting cold shivers. Did someone die? Did someone pass away here? The elderly person that was being cared for? I mean, the Hierophant is... it's tradition. It's being steeped in tradition. And maybe stepping outside of that tradition and coming above the certain, the current circumstances gives you a new perspective on things. But the Three of Wands, I don't know, I've never ever attached this to any sort of religious thing at all, but it just has this sense, and they look like crosses, and especially with the white robes as well, and coming out with the Hierophant. And I'm just getting this feeling of, it feels like a funeral. It feels like going to a funeral. if this is for one person, please do me a favour and just comment below or message me or something, because it's just so strong. I'm struggling to kind of come away from it. So I don't know if somebody has recently lost someone and they're coming through as one of my guides or with my guides, and or my guides are kind of pointing me towards feeling like that. But it's just the feeling that I'm getting. It's making it very difficult to read. Sorry, I apologise if this is not related to any of you. 3 of Wands. Where's the 3 of Wands there? I kind of want to know. This feels like coming away from tradition though. There we go. I'm starting to kind of come past it now. 6 of Pentacles out again. This is breaking away from tradition. It's breaking away from what was expected of you. I feel like that's why you've had to come above your current circumstances. You've got to kind of step outside so you can see it and approach it with your perspective. Remove yourself from the emotional attachment to it, and then you can truly see a greater picture, which will allow you the intuition to see where to go next. What else have we got out here? We've got the 6 of Pentacles again. This is, like I said, having more to give. And the 8 of Wands. I love this 8 of Wands. It's so whimsical. It's just like blowing dreams. King of Pentacles. So this is financial stability. This is a play. This is where I'm feeling that thing again of inheritance. I feel like someone's inherited or going to inherit something, and maybe it's kind of pissing a few people off. That is very specific though. I am so sorry if your reading has been hijacked. Right, I've been drawn to use these, and there's quite a big story behind this pack. They're not mine. This deck appeared in my parents' house, and it's short of 3 cards. There's 3 cards missing from the minor arcana, so I don't really use them, but I was drawn to them, and when I lifted them I can feel a sort of energy in them. So they want to be used. And I've decided to save them for Sacred Pool. So I'm just going to give them a quick shuffle, because like I said, I don't use them. They're kind of awesome and freaky at the same time. I know where they've come from, but they didn't, like, my parents had a lodger who passed away, and they inherited all their stuff because she had no family left, and she left everything in their will to them, including everything that was her parents. And her dad liked to collect a lot of artwork and stuff, but my parents had been through all this stuff and never seen this deck. And then recently it just appeared. A night that I was staying over, it just appeared next to my stepdad's bed, like his side of the bed, with the father's like funeral, like the documents from his funeral and stuff. So that was very interesting. Right, let's see. Where's Sacred Pool? Ace of Swords. You've got a new truth. A new direction that you're going in by the end of the year. I'm going to see if they'll come out on their own. They're still a little bit stiff, sorry. Now tell us more about Sacred Pool. Nine of Cups again. I don't feel like you're battling these people. I think it's a case of being proud of yourself and wanting your family to be proud of you too. Is there anything else to come out? Maybe not all of them, please. Sorry, this is being quite a long one. Did not intend for it to be... It feels more like a personal reading for somebody rather than a thingy the Fool. Here's our new start. So, this period of like self-reflection that you're either in or going to enter into is to give you a new start. I feel like a new frame of mind. I think from breaking away from this tradition, this is you writing your own legacy. It feels really epic, really big. But there's a lot of support here for you. She kind of looks like she wants to go and join the party there. And I think this is that, taking that brave step. Taking that brave step into standing up for what you believe in and standing up for your thoughts. Right, I'm going to leave that there. And please let me know in the comments if you found any of this relevant. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Thank you for visiting. Bye for now. Hello to the Taurus that chose the Water Stone. This deck, I actually introduced it wrong in the intro. I introduced it as the Divine Animals. It's actually the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck. Sorry, I just wanted to correct that there. Right, I've already pre-shuffled and these are what come out for the past. We've got the Four of Water. Present, Queen of Water. And as a future energy, the Two of Air. I kind of love it that we've already got a lot of water coming out in here, and water is very symbolic of our emotions. What I'm getting here is a lot of internal things. I feel like you've maybe been quite critical of yourself. This is all about self-reflection and looking on yourself, and have you been kind to yourself? I feel like some of you have had that internal negative voice going on, maybe telling you that you're not worthy or not, you know, that you can't do it, or it feels like there's some fear-based ego talk going on inside there, especially with this Queen of Water coming up in the present, because she is the embodiment of self-love. And maybe this, if you're, I mean, I always say past, present, future, but you could be here, you could be there in this narrative. It's wherever you resonate and however it resonates to you. And I always say that now is the most important one. And this is the embodiment of self-love. I'm just going to have a look at that 1 second, because there was something else about intuition. And let's see, what did I get up there? Oh, sorry. Looking at the Two of Water. There we go. Looking beyond the surface. Trusting your feelings and senses and looking beyond the surface. And it feels to me, I mean, that could be relating to an external relationship between you and someone else. Doesn't have to be romantic. But I kind of feel like it's you, and this is all internal work, that you've maybe been critical of yourself, and now you're coming into, or there's an energy there with the possibility to come into an understanding and acceptance of yourself. And I say that especially with this, the Two of Air coming up. And I always find air and water, like they come up together a lot in readings. And it's our heart and our head. The water is all from our heart space. I feel like the overall question here is, do you love yourself? Are you offering enough love and care to yourself? This is balance. This is balance between our dark and our light side. It's not, from a situation perspective, it's looking at it balanced, looking at it in between and on both sides, rather than just black or white, because nothing's ever black or white, and there's always shades of grey in between. But I feel like with the other cards around it as well, this is inner harmony. This is accepting a side of yourself. And there's been lots of themes coming up in personal readings that I've done around that recently, actually. And maybe the energy coming in this year is, I mean, there's massive energy shifts going on this year anyway. And it's very transformative energy. And I feel like for you, this is going to be a year of major transformation, just in how you perceive yourself more than anyone else or anything else. This is feeling like a whole lot of internal work that is going on here, and self-reflection. Just be aware that you've got to give yourself love and look at the journey you've been on to get where you are. Be kind to yourself. You look at this, he's got like scars and stuff on his face, but he's also smiling a little and seeing the beauty. And this is about seeing the beauty in yourself as well. Despite the scars, despite the past that you've been through that's brought you here. Not even despite, I'd say. This reading is very much about bringing balance to yourself and accepting your darker sides. And I think it's only from that point, like if we try to bury the aspects of ourselves that are not so great, and then I think it drives it underground, and it comes up, and it's a bit like when you're on a diet and you have a chocolate bar and then you end up going on a massive binge because you feel guilty about the chocolate bar. So it's that sort of energy and feeling of like burying something below the surface, and then when it comes out, just kind of beating yourself up about it and punishing yourself for it. And this, I think if you just acknowledge that, then you become aware of it. And this is all about having a self-awareness, having an awareness of how you treat you. And I think sometimes if we're so critical of ourselves, are we maybe being too critical of other people? Because we punish ourselves so much, so we expect other people to kind of raise to the same standards that we've set ourselves. But are they realistic standards? Or are we putting the bar so high for ourselves, maybe not as high for other people? Let me get some clarifiers. Let's see. That was coming up for 4 of water. There's 4 of water there. Page of Wands, of course. Let's go with the complete opposite energy. Wow, more Wands energy. Wow. I think them as a pair. Just them as a pair. Wow. I'm going to see if I can get another one. Queen of Wands. I mean, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Water there. And the Knight of Pentacles. I was hoping we wouldn't get another... oh, why have I forgotten? Another soup character thing. Either way, so self-reflection, right. So, I mean, these are our passions and being guided by our passions. And this is like the Queen of Wands is the embodiment of self-confidence, really. She has got that internal flame, but she's not out of control with it. She knows how to wield it. She can, I always say, she can walk into a room and all heads will turn to her as she talks. She's got that sort of command over a room, but it's not like she doesn't have to do anything special to get that. It's to me, she's just the embodiment of self-confidence and self-love. And I feel like with the energy of the Page of Wands that you're learning, or you were learning to do this. It was a process of learning to master yourself and learning to master your passions. Maybe for some of you there was some addictions of the flesh going on there, if you know what I mean. Or maybe just some addictions in general. But we've got the Knight of Pentacles as well that's come out there, and he is the complete opposite energy of this. He understands that it takes time to get there, and he's so grounded. But I mean, I feel like this has been a journey. This has been a journey that your soul has been on, or is going on. And it's all about relearning who you are and realigning with the aspects of yourself. It's kind of like picking the pieces up of yourself and integrating it all, so you can become this, the Queen of Water. And she has complete mastery over herself, over her emotions. But I mean, in saying that, she still loves. She still comes from a space of love. And I feel like it's important to recognize the difference there of being in control of your emotions, but still being open-hearted to love. And the best way of doing that is giving love to yourself, coming from that space of full fulfillment within yourself and from yourself. What deck shall we use for you? I'm going to go with Fenestra. This was gilded, by the way. Decided I'm going to start saying it here instead of in the description. Okay, where's Queen of Water there for Taurus? Oh, easy. Chariot. Very much a Chariot energy. The Five of Cups. Might as well see what else we've got there. Now, do you know what? If they want to come out, they'll come out again. The Chariot is... it's kind of a card of balance. It's having your head and your heart in the same alignment, in the same place before you get in your chariot and go. Before you go towards, or go forward even, taking those steps forward. And I feel like for some of you there's been a loss of a relationship, or feeling emotional loss, or, you know, something that has happened in the past that maybe damaged your confidence and made you feel like you couldn't go forward, and like you were stuck in this, am I worth it? That keeps coming through really strong of, am I worthy? Am I worthy of love? And it's usually when we've been through a breakup that we start doubting ourselves. But I feel like there's swift progress to be made here. I feel like this isn't going to be an energy that you're going to be stuck in for quite some time. I think once you once you realize what is keeping you stuck in this energy, it's going to be easy for you to just kind of wake up, to just snap out of it. Just think, right, okay, I know where I've been, I know where I'm at, I know where I'm going to, and just having that focus. So don't remain here for too long crying over what you've lost, because look, there's opportunities for happiness and love and fulfillment right behind you. Well, not behind you, but you know, just by changing your perspective. And I think it's changing your perspective on yourself rather than on the situation, or for some of you, I feel like it's holding on. Maybe someone felt like they'd met a soulmate. I mean, Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is your energy anyway. It's earth energy. Maybe some of you are involved with a fire sign. There's a whole lot of, there's lots of fire, water and earth energy coming through here. Right, let's see. Going to use the Shadowscape Tarot as clarifiers here for the Two of Air. Where's the Two of Air here? No. Six of Cups. Reminiscing, looking back on those happier days. Got to be careful not to get stuck in that past though. Death and the Hierophant. The Hierophant! Sorry, he pops up in nearly every reading. Nearly every reading I have done since October, which is when I first started doing YouTube videos. The Hierophant has come up. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so it's feeling like there's a whole lot of looking back at better times when things were good. But I feel like we, you know, there's some things that need to die now to be reborn, so you can start afresh and start anew. And I feel like it's whatever's kept you in this, whatever you're feeling sorrow about, that you're dwelling on here. It needs to be mourned and then be moved on from, to get a nice new start, a clean break and a peace with yourself. And I feel like it's memories that keep kind of bringing you back to it. I'm feeling for some of you, I mean, if this is recent, it could have been a while back, but every now and again something triggers you. You feel like you're okay, and then you'll hear something and it'll remind you of that person, a song or something, or there's a whole lot of nostalgia at play here, of looking back. But this is going to be the year, like the phoenix rising up from the ashes. It's time to kind of purge, to purge that energy. I love that we got the Hierophant here as well, in this, with this particular part, because if anyone's going to help you through that rebirth, it's going to be the Hierophant. This is, it's our traditions and rituals. It's got a whole lot of links with religion and stuff like that, but I am seeing it more as sort of a ritualistic cleansing. So it's when we want a new beginning, and I feel like this is the, I need a night in with my girls and eating ice cream and watching cheesy rom-coms together or something, or, you know, it's feeling like that. It's feeling like a need for for ritual to sort of to cleanse you and bring you out of that sort of that place of looking back with loss and regret. Let's see. I'm going to get another one for the Hierophant. Where's the Hierophant there? Such a random card. The Hierophant as well is, I see it as that, oh, there you go. Finding that inner light. Finding your truth and what you stand for and what is moralistically right for you. And I love that we've got the King of Pentacles out there. This is Taurus energy. This is standing in your power. This is being secure and safe. And I feel like you haven't felt very safe in your own head. This is coming back to that. So wherever you are here, there is rebirth on the way. There is going to be some major energy shifts within yourself to come away from this loss. But it all starts with you and with self-love. Okay, thank you very much for visiting my channel, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Bye for now.